Maulana Sahib, Sheikh Noor, respected scholars, brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Please accept my condolences to you all on these days of azar, these heavy days of overwhelming grief and sadness in the remembrance of Aba Abdullah alayhi salam. Last year I stood before you, and I will be very quick today inshallah, to discuss the organization that is Hussain, and we had the chance, alhamdulillah, to speak about how the Prophet, peace be upon him, and his holy progeny has mentioned that Husayn is from me and I am from Husayn, and how it is indeed a blessing for all of us here that we're able to attend the majlis and the gatherings and the commemorations of Aba Abdullah alayhi salam. You know now, of course, that Hussain is trying to spread the message of Imam Hussain alayhi salam, and alhamdulillah that we are in every continent and that we are now at 80 plus representatives around the world. But I did promise that I would come this year to attend and update you on some of the work that is going on. And alhamdulillah, it's my pleasure here to stand before you, really, and an honor to update you on two things, really. One is how your continued support has helped us to grow globally. And the second one is an invitation to our social justice conference in 2 weeks' time in London. Sayyid al-Shuhada Aba Abdullah Imam Hussain alayhi salam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Is simply put, Misbahul Huda wa Safinatun Najah. He is the lamp of guidance and he is the ark of salvation. We can't deny this, and in fact, within our hearts there is a heat, there is a fire with respect to Imam Hussain that will never go out. Inshallah, that will only grow. At Hussain, we tried to channel that energy and, of course, Imam Alayhi's message and his example to contribute around the world. And I'm pleased to update you on what the representatives are doing this Muharram and Safar around the world. I initially tried to copy and paste some of the events, alhamdulillah, but it was 5 pages back to back. So I'll give you a very quick summary. Across the continents of Africa, from Arusha to the Ivory Coast, to Zimbabwe, in Asia from Malaysia to Sri Lanka to India to Pakistan, in Europe from Birmingham to Switzerland, in North America from Vancouver to Washington to Toronto to New York, in Oceania from Christchurch, New Zealand to Sydney, Australia. The following is happening: food distributions, water distributions, blood donations, educational initiatives, orphanage visits, orphan excursions, medical camps, sponsored sleep outs in the street with the homeless to raise money for the homeless, hospital visits, Habitat for Humanity, home building, emergency aid and relief for areas hit by flooding and natural disasters, blanket drives and aid distribution, and much, much more. Please recite salawat for all of those who are doing this amazing work. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. We truly believe that it's time for us to live those Hussaini values and show the world the inspiration that is Sayyid al-Shuhada. And in that vein, this year we've organized an event in London to stand by the principle, that overriding principle that Imam Hussain alayhi salam stood for, the importance, and something that Sheikh Noor so eloquently and emphatically mentioned in the town centre today, the importance of social justice in society. It is that statement that speaks to our inner conscience, doesn't it? That Jessie, a born-again Catholic, who wrote to us, writing about her search for the truth. And this is what she said. She says, I think Husayn might be it. I think the Ahlul Bayt might be it. Husayn's self-sacrifice, his commitment to justice, it doesn't just blow my mind, it puts everything into perspective. It is this mission statement of his that we wish to showcase at our inaugural Social Justice Conference in 2 weeks in London on the 29th, on a Saturday. And tonight is my pleasure and my honor and my duty to personally invite each and every one of you here to come along, join us, and most importantly, bring a non-Muslim colleague, friend with you for an evening of powerful performances from Ibrahim Sincere and inspiring speeches from LBC presenter James O'Brien, activist and refugee charity founder Dame Helen Hyde, and our eloquent teacher, our guide, and indeed our beloved Sheikh Noor Muhammad, who is here today. The event starts at 7 p.m. and finishes inshallah at 9:30. We will have stalls, we will have refreshments. It will be a very energizing evening, and of course, as I mentioned, tickets are free. Alhamdulillah, already 800 of the 1,000 available have been booked, but please do register on Eventbrite to attend, as it promises to be an excellent evening. Of course, if you're unable to attend, please do consider continuing your support for our organisation, and there are many things you can do. First of all, we eagerly await the continued development and are excited to see what has next in store for the Leicester chapter. We have our representative here, Sister Sakina Mauji, who you can email on wihlester@gmail.com. There were some photos earlier of some of the work they've done in the soup kitchens, in teaching basic life support, and outreach programs as well. So alhamdulillah, the work here is fantastic, and inshallah we can continue to build on this. And of course, we still need your donations and your support, of course. You can donate at www.hussain.org. And of course, we are a registered UK charity, so you'll benefit from the gift aid. I look forward, inshallah, to seeing you all in London in a few weeks' time. And if anyone does want to discuss the event or anything else and how we can support Hussain, please do contact me, inshallah, after the program, before I head to London. Finally, I humbly ask you all to keep us in your du'as in these difficult and very heavy nights for the ummah, especially when those tears form for the Master of Martyrs, Abu Abdullah. Thank you for your time. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.